Well, here we are on YouTube.
Well, here we are. This time, Ryan gets to share with me, which is weird because I should have started this video so that you could talk. But now I'm talking, and now you're going to talk.
Now I'm going to talk. So, Nathan, I'm really excited to share with you your second Manic Street Preachers song.
Oh.
Yes. This song is one of my favorites. Now, my pronunciation of it will be terrible, so bear with me. Okay.
Okay.
It's from their album Gold for the Soul. It's their... I know, I'm a great fan, I know, but I believe it's their second album. It had a lot of people... It divided a lot of fans for some reason, and I don't know why. I really like it, and I think in many ways it's aged with time better. But I really like this album. I really, really like the song. And again, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, so please forgive me, dear Manic fans. La Tristesse, Durera, Scream to a Sigh, and that is French because I looked on Google, and the direct translation is Sadness Will Last, Scream to a Sigh. So that is the name of the song. I'm not going to say any more. Nathan, this is your second Manic song to listen to. I hope you enjoy it too.
I'm looking forward to it. Since the last one that you cued me with, I was kind of like, oh, I see. This is like a response to Guns N' Roses. And you said, don't let that one be the song that kind of gives you what they're all about. There's a lot more to them, is what you said. So,
and that's the same with this song. I'm kind of like skirting. Like I'm not. Yeah, there's so much to show. You can't show the Manics in one song, 2 or 5 songs. But I'm getting you some flavors from each album as we're going through here. So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Just a petrified cry. When I
Yeah, you're right. They're quite different from that last one that you showed me.
And you have no idea that, like, I'm so excited. I almost feel like just doing a whole Manic Street Preachers channel because I think you're really gonna like them, but I think it's important to piecemeal it accordingly. But because it's kind of overwhelming, their catalog is huge. Like I said, they've got right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 studio albums.
Wow. Starting in late 80s?
1992 to 2018.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible. Put this way, they have 13 albums. Put this in context. They've done 13 albums since Use Your Illusions 1 and 2.
Wow. I would put that one, if I was going to guess, just based on the sound, I'd put that one late 90s.
No, 93.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and it was from their second album. So their first album, the first song you did was "Condemned to Rock and Roll." That was from the 1992 Generation Terrorists album. This was from their second album that came out a year later, "Gold Against the Soul." And I think for our next listen, I'm going to give you something from what many consider to be one of their greatest albums they've ever done. I hate it when people do that, but it's because they've had 10 since that one, and there's so many good songs from every album that but their third album called The Holy Bible, it's an absolute masterpiece. It's brutal, it's dark, it's crazy, it's just heavy, it's just insane, it's hard to explain. It's just, that's what I love about these guys. They just keep, I hate to say changing their sound, but they do. But they just remain the Manic Street Preachers. They just this is not AC/DC. And I don't mean that in a bad way. AC/DC has a sound, and you love that sound. That's great. These guys
works for them. Yeah,
it's just a different sound. But I will say what happened after the Holy Bible. Just a little history here. James Ritchie, the rhythm guitarist, he was shown in that video, the second guitarist, he went missing. Like I mentioned before, he went missing.
Right.
And so the Holy Bible was the last album that he contributed in as a writer or a music part of the music and the writing. So their next album that came out after that 2 years later was called Everything Must Go, and that's where their sound changed a little bit. For whatever reason, they continued as a 3-piece band after that. So, but before we get there, I kind of want to give you
There's two things I wanted to say about the song.
Sorry, I'm gushing. I apologize.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'll do the same when it's my turn. First of all, he's playing a Les Paul, and you can't go wrong with a Les Paul humbucker pickups. That's
nice.
That's like my dream guitar. If I could have an electric guitar, that would be the one. And then the other thing was there's like in excess sounds there. Like,
yeah, a little bit there. Yeah.
Could you hear that? Yeah. Sure. I'm not saying they're ripping off in excess. I'm not saying anything about like they're the same at all. Like, I could hear that kind of almost not necessarily influence, but just some of that sound. And that's why I thought, oh, maybe this is late 90s instead of early 90s. But
that's fine. No, that's fair. And I hear that in the bass line, the drum. This sound, like I said, this song sounds a lot different than a lot of their other stuff. So before the people jump down your throat, keep in mind this is only Nathan's second song to hear from the band. So that's a fair, like you're trying to draw comparisons to bands at the time.
What I know, yeah.
But yeah, this is a unique song. They don't have a lot of songs that sound like this song. That's what I mean. They're very
cool.
It's
That's very cool. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's Ryan sharing with Nathan. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. And in the comments below, you can say, "Hey, you gotta show Nathan this." But keep in mind, I kind of want to show Nathan the James Ritchie days with the band before we move into their kind of resound, just so he can kind of take that journey too before they kind of change their sound a little bit. And it broke some fans' hearts, that change, but I think it just made them, they're incredibly talented, and to say otherwise, even with the change of sound, I think they're still amazing. But
cool.
It's better than stop. They almost stopped being a band because of the missing member. So all right, well, there was Manic Street Preachers, and we're on YouTube with it.
Thank you again, and we'll whelp you in the next video.